Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be doing a world tour of my 4,000 day old survival world. And as you can see, there's quite a bit going on in the background. There's actually a lot more covered up by the trees, and we're going to be going over all that. But instead of going over this project first, we're going to go through it chronologically from the very first blocks I ever placed to this project now, which is my most recent and the project I am still working on currently. The first ever building I ever built in this world is right here. This is the starter house that I spent a long time in before I actually built my other house, which we will move to in a moment. But this house is where I started everything. This is my first little bit of storage. As you can see, I didn't really need much before I moved on. Oh, this is full actually. A couple of these are full. But this is actually where it started. Down here was where I lived for the first couple of nights. There's a hole right there. There's a little house. It was like a hole. I wouldn't even call it a house. There's just a hole. Sugarcane in here. Everything I build is automated. Like, I love building automated farms. Here, we have my animals. There's only one lonely cow. That was the product of a creeper explosion. But my first animals, I didn't really know what I was doing when I built this, but I guess I wanted caves from animal farms. And this was much later addition, but every sheep color is in here. Next, we're gonna move on to my next house, technically. It's got a bedroom. I think I've slept in it like 5 times over the whole 4,000 days. But if we run over here, this is my storage room, really. It's got a bedroom, but it's mainly just storage. We hop in here and come down here. This is automatic smelter, which I have used so much. I still smell everything in this right here. There's like 8 furnace, and it smells very quickly. I love it. But this is all my storage. A little bit of a mess going on here for things that I don't have chests for, or even things I do have chests for that I just am too lazy to put away. It's a lot of potions. This is where I store everything, and pretty much still. Like, if I'm over on this part of the world, I come here for my stuff. Here's the bedroom. Oh, I stole the bed at some point. Stuff from raids, I think, that I used to farm for totems. Oh, what was this? Hold on. Oh, would you look at that? There's a to-do list. A mansion. I have yet to build a mansion. Built everything else though. Moving back across the bridge now, and we get to these few buildings. These come much later in the line, I think. This one's pretty early. This was my pumpkin farm. I rarely use it anymore. It probably doesn't even have pumpkins in here. Yeah. Because this area is never actually loaded in. But this is where I get most of my pumpkins. If I ever need pumpkins, I come here. Most of the time get disappointed because there's no pumpkins in here. This is my brewery, I guess. I don't know what you would call this area. But a bunch of storage that I never used. And this is my enchanting table. It wasn't the first one. My first enchanting table is actually down in a hole over there, which we will get to in just a moment. But, I mean, did all my enchanting right there. Come over to these buildings. These are all just villager houses. They're all generic. What is that? Oh, I forgot that that was in there. But just a bunch of generic houses. That's my brother. This is a realm that I share with my family. But villagers probably have good enchantments. I don't use these ones anymore, so I have no idea what they do have. But yeah, this is all my villagers. My main source of emeralds is over here with all the Fletchers, which I get 6 to from a farm over there, which I will go to right now. This is where I get my sticks. It's a giant bamboo farm and was really the first ever large build that I built in this world. It produces quite a bit, but this area is never loaded in, so I got emeralds from it once, probably a few months ago, and it just hasn't really been able to produce anymore. We move over to the left right here. This is my wool farm. I still use this quite a bit whenever I need wool. It's got every color in it. We move back and see, yeah, I've taken quite a bit of it, but it doesn't have shears in it anymore. That's why they still all have their wool. I just never replaced the shears after they all broke. Back to the hole I was talking about earlier. This is a zombie spawner. I guess we will go down there. But this is where I got all my XP for the first very long time of this world. There we go. We're at the bottom. And this is where the zombies come in. I think I have to stand on this slab right here. Yeah, you can hear them already. And then they'll just fall down. I kill them. It's not like a drop or anything. But yeah, they'll just spawn right here. I kill them. Get XP. And then, yeah, it's just your ordinary zombie spawner. This is my first ever enchanting book. Or enchanting table, sorry. Where, obviously, every time I needed enchantments, just came down here, killed zombies, turned around, used it whenever I needed. There's also a cleric down here. That's what they're called, right? Yeah, cleric. Where I just sell all the rotten flesh that these things actually drop. They drop a lot of rotten flesh, as you can tell. That pretty much wraps up everything. That pretty much wraps up all the builds for the first couple hundred days in this world. It was a lot more resource gathering rather than actually building. But yeah, I guess we will move on to the next large build that I actually built. As you can see, it doesn't look like much from the outside. It is a staircase into a mountain. But if we come up here, there's pressure plates. I don't know how to build a redstone door, so this block stays forever. But it's whatever. It's much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. I've got all my villagers. These are the villagers that I still use, and I'm very proud of them because you can come in here if you've got enough emeralds and books. You can come out with a fully kitted set of diamond armor, which I'm very happy about. And I didn't build any of this. Like I said earlier, this is a realm that I have with my family, so everybody plays in here. And my dad did all the building, and I think it looks really good. I was more just gathering all the materials while he built it. But I did build this entire room. This is all me. As you can see, very different building styles. But this is the storage room. This is where I do most of my storage. Like, if I need stuff, I'm pretty much coming here to get it. It's got nearly everything, but we are still filling it up because it doesn't have an armory. Like, there isn't anywhere for swords, bows, armors, anything like that. But that will come soon. And it probably won't be in this room. It'll probably be in a different one. We move back here. There's another sheep farm for more wool because I use quite a bit of wool in my builds. Not that one. This one. Nearly full. And this is actually for concrete. So you would come down with concrete powder, place a bunch of blocks, and then it would all turn to concrete as you placed it. So then you could come down with a pickaxe and mine everything as you go through. So you would get all the concrete, which is all stored right here. Wool is stored over here, except it mainly just stays in that chest. In these center pillars, this is the bulk storage. You can see here, it's empty, but it's actually not. There's like, come down here. It's all bulk storage. This is where everything goes. I think the stone is nearly entirely full. Yeah. Way more stone than I would ever need. Know what to do. Now I use a fortune pickaxe so I can get cobblestone instead. But still, it's full. On this side, it's deep slate and dirt. On that side, it's stone and cobblestone. Little lava thing as an incinerator, but I don't think I'm ever used it. Throw my stuff on the ground when I don't need it. And this middle part is furnace and stuff. I'm gonna build a super smelter like I have in my other storage room, but that has yet to come. We move to the centerpiece of this whole room, down the stairs, and we get met with a man-made forest entirely underground. This took quite a while to build. This got every single crop, all 4 different kinds, and then each different animal except for sheep, because all the sheep that I brought down here are in the sheep farm up there. So the sheep spot is empty. We have way more chickens. You can thank my brother for that. He just bred chickens for like multiple days straight, and that was way too much of them. But over here we have bamboo, which hasn't grown because I do not spend a lot of time in here. And also it might be the light level. Those blocks might be too dark, which would be a problem. But I mean, I've got so much bamboo. I don't even use this ever. Sugarcane grows, but I don't know the light mechanics to growing sugarcane and bamboo, so I wouldn't know how to fix that. Over here is the most recent and least finished. Obviously, it doesn't even have walls, but they're all supposed to be bedrooms. We have extra ones for whoever may come to this world, but really, it's my brother, me, and then my dad, because there's only 4 people who play in this world, which is my brother, me, my dad, and my uncle. But we all have bedrooms, except for my uncle. He hasn't built one. But this is my brother's bedroom. Very bright, colorful, also unfinished. None of our bedrooms are completed yet because it's very recent and I have not spent very much time in this part of the world recently, so I haven't had time to finish it. Oh yeah, this one's mine. I just showed it and then walked away. But this is my bedroom. It's not done at all. There's a lot to work on. And this is my dad's bedroom. He is also not done. As I said, none of us are finished, but we're all working on them. That is all there is to show for this project, so we're going to move on to... Where should we go next? I guess we'll go to the part that I was showing you earlier, and we will see that. Here we are, back to where we were at the beginning of the video. And this has been my most recent project. Everything here has been built within the last year or so. And we come down here. This is my storage. It's not pretty. It's a work in progress. The storage is actually going to go next to those pillars over there, which I will show you in just a moment. They're all organized technically, but it's just a big mess, and then their shulker boxes scattered everywhere. It ain't pretty. These are my villagers. Every single one of them is a farmer, and there's like 80 of them or something. 80, 90 villagers just here. Because every time I need emeralds, I farm these giant farms that I made. It's each different one. Beetroots have yet to actually been completed because I don't really enjoy farming. They take like an hour to fully break and then replace, which isn't fun. But every time I do, I can get plenty of emeralds from these guys. Getting away from the villagers. Over here is just more farming stuff. It's pumpkins, melons, and there's like, I don't know, 80 in each. Well, 80 in one row. There's 4 rows in each little section. I don't even know what to call these things. But if we move over here, this is Mob Farm, which it doesn't look like Mob Farm. Well, I guess. But it just gives mob drops because that's what a mob farm does. If we move down to the inner workings, hopefully I don't die down there. That would suck. And it probably won't be pretty to see. But down here it goes all the way down. I'll show you in a minute. But I mean, simple mob farm concept. They fall into water, go up here, fall down, and die on these hoppers. Right here is going to be my storage rooms. And each different section, like these corners, are where one of these would have gone. But instead of just building these, I can actually knock out 2 birds with 1 stone and build storage on top of my killing chambers. So they'll go down, be sucked down by water, all the way down to the bottom on top of magma, so that they die. The drops will be brought up into a storage room all the way down there. for the mob drops to be sorted out and completed. Across this entire area, every single one of these holes would be one of the killing chambers. So this would be a whole nother building, which would just be this replicated exactly. We will go see a finished product of that in a creative world in just a moment. But this whole section is covered in, I think it's like 36 different farms, technically. Like each one of these holes would be a separate farm. It'll just produce way more mob drops than I'll probably ever need. But that's okay with me, because I fly through rockets a lot, so gunpowder is very important to me. Inside my creative world, this is what a completed storage room will look like. There will be 5 of these spread across that area that I just showed you. Here's the inside. It's got all the storage. Hopefully, with 5 of these, it'll have enough for every block in the game. Like every block, every item, and whatnot, because I would enjoy that a lot. But here would be the killing chambers. Unfortunately, the campfires don't work. I figured that out because creepers actually float instead of sinking through the water right there. So it won't work. Instead, I have to do the magma thing that I just talked about. But yeah, here's what a single storage room will look like when I have them completed. Back into the survival world, the building that I just showed you will be copy pasted pretty much like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different times across all these farms, and it will look identical. This last one might look different because it will hold this drops from the mob farms, but I'm not really sure yet. I guess I'll figure that out when I get there. But this next building, which doesn't have an exterior yet, but I got bored of building it, so I didn't build one. This is a giant bamboo and sugarcane farm. If we run all the way to the back, it is very laggy in here. There's way too many entities, but I really can't fix that. If we move to the back here, sugarcane. Sugarcane grows much slower than bamboo does. So I've got, what is this? 15, no, 20 double chests full of bamboo when I've only got 2 of sugarcane. So bamboo grows 10 times faster than sugarcane does, which is unfortunate because like they won't evenly distribute throughout the things. But if I just let it go, it'll fill up quickly anyway, so it doesn't really matter all too much. If you looked in the background while we were in the creative world, you might have saw buildings that look similar to this. These are actually going to be iron farms. That's why this giant ugly line is crossing my entire thing. It's because it's going to be a rail to bring some villagers into these. But, I mean, villagers will be in both of these, causing iron golems to spawn and to a killing chamber. And we will go check out almost a completed version in the creative world. It doesn't have an exterior, but I can show you all the mechanics and stuff inside it. This is what half of a finished farm will look like. It needs both of them, so it's not like they were individual farms. But this doesn't have a ceiling yet. I will build one, probably similar to this one. Probably won't be as tall, but I do like the Japanese kind of style that I built with that one. So it will be similar. It isn't working right now because in the world it rained just the day beforehand, and rain seems to break the farm for a day. I don't know why, it just does that. But underneath there are rails that go around. The cat just got hurt, poor cat. That go around and collect all the drops that the things will spawn, and it automatically gets sorted through here. It doesn't, I haven't built a walls for anything over here. It doesn't have a ceiling. It's still a work in progress. I only built this a few days ago, but this is pretty much what a finished farm will look like. So if we just imagine what we saw in the other world right here, there actually can only be one of these, because if I stack it, the whole thing will break because it'll move the village center. I don't know. It's just a bunch of stuff that I don't really understand, but it's how Minecraft works. So I've only get to do one of these. There will be a cactus farm and something else here. Probably a wool farm that I can put right here. I'm not sure. This whole area isn't planned out. I kind of just build as I go. I plan everything out like build wise. As you can see, I build the things in the creative world first. But I mean, I don't plan out what I build. This area was supposed to be storage, turned into storage, but a giant mob farm just because I got bored. I don't know. Who knows what'll happen next? But right here in the middle of the whole thing is tree farm. I don't have all the trees. I just now got pale oak from a wandering trader because I'd have to travel like 10,000 blocks to go find unloaded chunks at this point, and I don't want to do that. Just waited for a wandering trader, and wow, that just grew. Well, I mean, now I get to have pale oak, but I've never built with pale oak. Never really had pale oak. The only other kind of tree I'm missing is mangrove. I think I have mangrove saplings or whatever you call those things, but I just haven't actually built it yet. Main trees I use are cherry. That's really the only tree I use, at least for this part of the world. And these ones were just here because I had the saplings, so I grew them all. That's really it for this section of this world. Now we will move on to parts of the world that I didn't build and were built by the other members of the realm. This is my uncle's section of the world. I haven't really spent very much time over here, so I don't know my way around, but I'm sure I'll learn as I go. This seems to be a main center point of his village, so we shall see what it is. I still don't really know what it is, but it looks good. I like I almost just broke something. That was a second. I shouldn't look through his chest. That's nosy. Okay, I'll stop now. But, this... Oh. This place confuses me. And go ice skating. How beautiful. But I guess we'll move on from that. Oh, I do know this. Oh, I don't do that anymore. This is the storage from what it looks like. Oh, that's cool. I like the armor stance. I might have to steal that idea. But, I mean, simple storage, something all of you have probably seen before. How many diamonds does he have? That's not diamonds. I have more. What's through here? Oh wow, this is a very long passageway. This is very randomly placed. It's just halfway down. It's just... It looks good. I mean, I like it. It's just odd. Oh, what is this? I'm breaking two. Feather falling and smite. What are these? Smite. I'm not quite sure what these are. They're just books. He must have built this recently, because I don't think these have been in the game for very long. Maybe they have, and I just don't keep up to date. But I've never seen this part before. There's just more random branches. This might just be like a highway. Oh, well, this is cool. As I was saying, it's probably just like a highway through his entire village, which will be nice because I can actually go through his village faster. This is a whole map room. I want to do something like this. This is kind of cool. You can see everything in the world. Well, not everything. My area is somewhere up here if we follow through this map correctly. Or way over here if we go off of this map. But that's still cool. You can see we'll go here next. I actually built this part, but I can actually use this as a reference. So, where we started, this is my village. And then we moved to this mountain in here. And then we went all the way over here to my area, which you cannot see. But it's like a long way over there. But you can't see it on the map, which is kind of unfortunate. This is my brother's area. He hasn't played very much, so don't expect very much. And then another area that I will show you in just a moment. Then my dad's little village. So, yeah, where should we go next? natural course, we should finish this. But after that, we'll go to Jeremiah's, which is my brother's village. Back into the highway we go to find whatever's next. There seems to just be things randomly placed out here. Oh, he must have been working on this recently, because there is nothing here. I wonder what this is gonna be. Probably something cool. He's pretty good at building. This seems to be the end of the highway. Branches up into a nice little cottage. This is nice. Random storage. A bedroom. Oh, wonderful. So we came from all the way up there. No, wait. That room to this one. This is the outside of the map room. There seems to be... This is a mine. Goes down to the mines. What is this? Oh, yeah. I found this inside an ancient city, which is inside his mine. So I gave it to him. So as I was editing, I realized that I forgot to press record and nearly the entire rest of the tour didn't actually get recorded. But I also found out one more thing. I apologize for the game audio being way too loud, but I did fix it. And let's go ahead and get back with the tour. Coming from where we left off, we came out the top of the map room and went ahead and traveled down these stairs because we have yet to go down here yet. Is this a... Wow, I don't know my Minecraft at all. I thought he made this. Maybe he did. I swear this looks different. He made that. So, but I'm pretty sure he just made the roof. I'm not sure. Y'all can tell me about that. But if we come down here, I want to mess with horses more because I know I have wings and everything, but I really want to get a really good horse because I haven't ever done that before, and I want to work on that. This is just a nice little, what do you call these guys? Butchers? Butchery area? I like that. That's cool. You're not a butcher. Quickly, come inside. It's dangerous. There's zombies out there. I saved him. A hero. I remember this. He built this right after Cherry Blossoms actually got introduced to Minecraft. He was one of the first people in the world to actually get his hands on Cherry Blossoms. So he built, what would you call this? Like a monument, shrine, kind of fountain thing. Just about the Cherry Blossoms because they were brand new to everybody. And it looked cool. It still does look cool. This house, I actually, in my opinion, is the best looking house in his village. I like it a lot, and I like the design where it's like multiple different facing roofs and everything. I just like everything about this house. If we move on to the inside, it clearly doesn't serve much of a function other than to be a house for villagers. Yeah, it's just a bunch of libraries and chests, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like the exterior more than the interior, but I mean, I don't really know how you could build an interior that looked proper with this odd exterior, but that's fine with me. I still like this build a lot. I do believe that is everything here that we have to see. So, like I said while we were in the map room, now we make our way over to my brother's village. Now keep in mind that he is only 11 years old and he doesn't play very often, so his area isn't as well put together or as built as some of the other areas in the world, but I still thought he should make his way into the tour because it is a whole section of our world. So if we move here, this seems to be his main house. I haven't spent a lot of time in here, but I have spent a decent amount, so I know my way around. This is his bedroom. This seems to be pretty much the bulk of his storage. As I said, he doesn't play very much, so there isn't much storage needed. I'm fairly certain that this used to be a dragon egg and a dragon head, but I don't really remember what used to be there. And then glass ceiling with a nice little balcony. Come out the front door again. There used to be a bunch of bees right here, but they have all moved over to the underground base that we have over there. So they are no longer here. I think there is still one, if I remember from my first time going through this tour. Oh, there's one right there. But I'm fairly certain he has one right here. But this is his storage room. He only has the woods, well, only 4 woods. I'm surprised there's not much cherry, because he does have a lot of cherry trees. The storage room is made of cherry. Just kind of expected more cherry. but I still have no idea what this is. Maybe a horse stable? Clearly wasn't finished. I don't know what it was supposed to be, but I mean, yeah, he might finish it someday in the future. This is a small little house for chickens. I don't know why he built an entire house for chickens. I mean, it's got daily dispensers and everything. A bed. I don't know what that is. But, like, water. He's decked these chickens out with everything they need, including leather armor. But the chickens have escaped. I don't know where they are. There used to be a lot of chickens in here. There's no longer any chickens in there. See, like it's got the daylight sensor. Oh, okay. And every day it dispenses seeds into the house, which is nice. That's cute. Over here in the back corner is where he keeps all his sheep. The reason he's got so many sheep. Oh, I found his chickens. I don't know why they're here now, but they're here. The reason he's got so many sheep and the reason they're all teal, or what are they, cyan, is because we needed a lot of cyan wool while we were making the underground base, so we kind of got him to get it all for us. And he seems like he was trying to organize his sheep into colors. We kind of gave up halfway through, but he might come back to that in the future. He seems like he was on red when he gave up. I almost forgot about this other corner of his area, which is just his villagers. There's 3 small houses. They've all just got a bunch of beds and stuff crammed inside of it. I don't think he's ever traded with any of his villagers. He's always just used mine or the community villagers. But I mean, they're here. And if we come through multiple buildings here, we come into this area. I don't know what this is for. Maybe it's just meant to be an entrance to this, which I'm fairly certain was going to be his nether portal, but he clearly never got it finished. And this dragon is here, so I guess we found out where it went when it moved out of his other house. Last but not least, in my brother's area, he's got this, which used to be where his sheep were until he moved them all over there. I'm not really sure what this is. I guess maybe storage for wool? I'm not sure. But this is his wheat farm where he got most of his food, and then where in the world am I? Where he got most of his food and the wheat to breed is sheep. We have now completed his area, and now we're going to move over to this right here, which I did build, so we're going back to my builds, but I didn't think it really fit into the other sections. But this may be a little loud and kind of annoying. It's an automatic XP and gold farm, so that blinking causes pigmen to spawn. Don't know why, don't ask me. But they come in here where I get them to die, which drops me XP, and all the gold is automatically sorted into me. But I am going to leave this area as soon as possible because it is very loud and very annoying. This right here was kind of an unfinished project. Well, it's actually very unfinished. It was meant to be nearly a whole castle, meant for my nether storage and my nether portal and everything. But now all that's actually in here is a single crafting table, a portal, some chests, and an extra set of armor. So I may come back to this in the future. I just kind of got bored of it, and I'll finish it eventually, probably. And the final area to conclude the entire tour is my father's little village here. I don't know why that chunk won't load in. That doesn't look like that. There we go. But I guess we will do this in chronological order? I don't really know. But I know it started with this building. So we're starting here because I'm here. He lived in this for quite a while until he turned it into his mine and moved into a house over there, which we will get to. If we move, actually we'll move backwards first. If we go back here, this is just a nice little building in the very back of the village to hold villagers. That's what a lot of the houses in this village consists of. It's just some beds and workstations, so I won't go through all of them. His cow pen, and he likes to do the farms around the pathways, which I like as well. I think it makes it look nice. But we move over here. It's just another one of those houses where there's some beds, workstations, chests. I think it's got some golden apples in it, yeah, for curing villagers. and then his dock because he is one of the few people in this world that don't have wings, so he travels by boat, which is interesting to me. But he also has horses back there, which we will go see right now, actually. In the very opposite corner of his whole village, he has a single horse. I thought he had two before, but I mean, decent horse. I'm not gonna mess around with him too much because I don't want to hurt him or anything. But if we move over to the left, this is his nether portal room. I kind of stole his design, if you remember my like brewery area, but he has amethyst fours, so it's instantly cooler. But he's got a big nether portal with some nether slash brewing storage, and then more storage if needed. I don't think there's anything actually in here, but you know, storage for nether and brewing stuff. If we come from right in front of the potion room, we get a nice little pumpkin farm where it's fully auto. Well, it's not fully automatic. You gotta press a button, but I like this design a lot, and I wanted to take it, or not take it because like simple design, but I decided not to and went for a fully automatic one and just hid it inside a building like y'all saw earlier. But I still like his design quite a lot. This is his main house, like this is where he technically lives, I guess. And we go straight into his bedroom. His bedroom is also his living room and his kitchen. And I guess somebody wants to live here. Adam. Adam is the first villager that he ever cured to spawn all the other ones. That's cool. Adam lives in his home. He's got nice kitchen. I like this design. I enjoy this a lot. Like little, what do you call those things? I don't know. But you put them above ovens. This is a texture pack, so those aren't actual paintings. But I still like those a lot. He's got the same armor stand thing going on that my uncle does. He obviously does not have it nearly as finished. But I think this one looks cooler because it's all displayed and everything instead of just in the corners of a storage room. If we come down here, this is his storage where he stores pretty much everything he needs. Oh, there's more villagers down here. These have names? No. No more names for the villagers. But this chest annoys me. This is a solid block. I've never fixed it because it's not my house, not my problem. But it annoys me every time I've come down here, which is like 4 times ever. But, I mean, this is his storage room where he stores everything he needs. To finish off his village, we've got 2 small farms, one bamboo and one sugarcane. I mean, it's small, but it literally gets him all he will ever need. Because, like, bamboo isn't needed for much. You can make sticks. There's the bamboo blocks, but I mean, I don't use bamboo blocks. I don't think he does either. There's scaffolding. Like, this small farm gives him all the bamboo he needs. I get way more, but I use it for emeralds, so I still get more than I need. And a small sugar cane, it's small, but then again, he doesn't have rockets or anything. And even if he did, like, this would be plenty of sugar cane. That'd be all I need to get is plenty of rockets. I would never need rockets again. Well, yeah, I would. Because I threw rockets way faster than most. But I believe that concludes our tour. There's nothing else that I can think of to really show y'all. Yeah, this is the world that I have spent the last 3 years building. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing every aspect of it, and I hope y'all will enjoy watching it grow, because this is where my videos will be coming from, this world. So, I thank y'all for watching, and I hope to see you again. Goodbye.